So a couple of days ago, I found this interesting tweet come across my timeline about how VTuber bars are opening in Japan where you can chat with streamers while having a drink, blah, blah, blah. You know, basically you go to this place and there's going to be a VTuber there. Like it's a weird like hologram or a projection or something where you can pretty much just have a drink with a VTuber. Like I'll watch the video here.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
ここはどういうお店なんですか？
ここは VTuber と一緒にお酒が飲めるお店です。
じゃあ一緒に飲みましょ
So my thing about this is like, I'm surprised, honestly, we haven't seen this yet. You know, like as long as VTubers have been around, which isn't that long, but I'm surprised we haven't seen something like this yet. Or maybe I'm just not aware of it and we have. Personally, the thing is like, I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, I think it's kind of cool, like we have this type of thing going on, holograms and stuff in like the real world type shit. Like it's kind of cool to me from that perspective, you know what I mean? But then on the other hand, the one thing I can't stop thinking about when I watched that video was like, this could take like our social behavior to like the next level, you know what I mean? Like imagine how people already act crazy to the streamers, the VTuber streamers that they see on their computer screen. Like a lot of people are already like weird and really attached to it, but like this type of thing would take it to the next level. Going into a bar and having a one-on-one conversation with like some random VTuber or whatever, having a drink, maybe even eating some food and having a one-on-one conversation. That can I can see that going off the rails really quickly. Also, I'm not sure if this is more sad than it is, cool technology being used, or maybe it's just really a mix of both, because I couldn't imagine getting off of like a long, hard day of work and then going to the bar and sitting down and talking to a projection of some random VTuber. That probably works there, which is another thing. How does this work? It's like, the model, the person, actually doing, the work, the model and stuff like that, are they in the same building, in the back room, sitting behind a computer? Like, that's kind of cool. Like, from a job standpoint, you just gotta, you don't even have to be on the floor. You can just be the VTube model just talking to random people. So that seems kind of cool. But at the same time, as a person going to do that, I would feel super awkward doing something like this. Honestly, I feel like if I had the opportunity, I would do it just to experience it, to have something to talk about. But it definitely wouldn't be something I'd want to do, like make a habit of, because it would get, I don't know, it would get really weird, I think, really quickly. But I also want to admit, like, this is the type of stuff that I mean when I say you can do so much more when it comes to VTubing than just, being a streamer, or like this. I feel like there's so much more unexplored things that you can do when it comes to VTubing, and this is just an example of that. But at the same time, this isn't something I think everybody can do. Although from a business standpoint, this could make a lot of money, because you could pay popular VTubers to make an appearance at these bars and have that type of interaction with a smaller crowd or whatever. You can make this potential to make a lot of money doing that, but I don't know if I would do like one-on-one weird date things. Like I don't think a lot of VTubers would be open to that, like popular VTubers. Like have like a one night where, I don't know, some big VTuber comes through, and if you're a fan of the VTuber, a bunch of fans would come through and pay for tickets and stuff like that. Like you can make this potentially a lot of money to be made with this. I don't know, like I'm on the fence about the whole thing. Like I said, on one hand, it's kind of a sad thing if you're making a habit and you're going to the bar all the time, but then at the same time, it's still kind of a cool idea when it comes to VTubing in general. That's, as far as using the technology for something other than just streaming, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I expect to see a lot more things like this going on. And like I said, I am really surprised we haven't seen this before yet, or at least I haven't heard of it yet.